Hey YouTube, it's Numistaka here, and I just wanted to make a short video for you today focusing on some of the components that I use to make my videos and some new kit for improving the sound quality of YouTube videos. So a tripod I think is one of the best things that I use. It creates a very stable video. Note that I'm now not using my tripod because I'm taking this movie, and therefore it's maybe a little bit more shaky than it would otherwise be. I use an iPhone 6 for all my movies, which has a good camera. Maybe the iPhone 7 will have an even better camera. And I use one of these brackets, these special brackets. This one is a Manfrotto one. I've had better. This one isn't too bad, but it holds the smartphone in place while the movies are taken. So that's what I use for stability. And then in terms of sound, I've got some new kit that I'd like to show you that I'm trying out in the next few videos. So the centerpiece of it is something that, let me just show this to you. It's made by a company called Saramonic, and it's available on Amazon. And what it is, it's a small adapter that lets you use an iPhone and then connect it to an XLR professional microphone. So on the one end, you've got one of these special connectors which works with a smartphone, and you can see it's got the 3 bands which you need to plug it into a phone. The ones that have 2 bands on them are a different type of connector, and they might plug into different devices. So on the Saramonic unit, you've got a button that actually lets you control the volume and gain of the audio. You've then got an off position, an on position, which you can use for a microphone that doesn't require something that the audio people call phantom power. And then if you've got a microphone which needs to draw power as well, then you can click onto the left position, which provides a 48 volt phantom power, which is needed for some mics, and including the mic that I'm going to be using. So, and then at the bottom, you've got this XLR professional connector. So let's have a look at some of the other bits and pieces. So you need an XLR cable, and these are available pretty cheaply on Amazon. I think this Saramonic unit was no more than about $25, something like that on Amazon, so it's pretty cheap. This was a few dollars for an XLR cable. It may not be the highest quality one, but it's not bad. And you have one that has a female and one that has a male. And then the microphone. I did a bit of research, and I wanted to get a microphone type called a lavalier microphone. And this one is made by a company called Movo, and you can see it's an LV8-D omnidirectional. They also make one which has which is directional, but for general use, the omnidirectional one is the one you want to go for. So that has an XLR connector at one end, and then at the other end is a cardioid microphone, a professional cardioid microphone with a little cover. You can see you can take the cover off and you can see the microphone bit. It's all made pretty well, and it has a little clip to go onto your jumper or your shirt or your tie or whatever you're wearing. And so you can basically do your audio a little bit away from your phone with the cable run, and this will pick up your voice, providing, from anywhere really. So if you put it on your body underneath your head, then it'll pick up really nicely all the sounds around it, including your voice, and it gives you really good quality audio. So apart from that, all you need to do is use an app to record and control the level of your sound and make sure that you're not peaking into the red on the sound meter. And it's a pretty simple thing. So let's put that to one side and then just show you how all this connects up. So it's pretty simple, really. And so let's take the Saramonic device, the Smart Rig, and let's connect that up into the XLR. It's a very simple thing to use. You just plug it in together. The other end of the XLR goes into the microphone XLR. So let's put that in. That clips into place. That's all you really need to do. You then turn the power to 48 volt phantom power, and this is now working and picking it up as I speak. In fact, the next video that I use, I'll try to get this working. In fact, if you want to know how it sounds, then if you click on the last video that I put up, the one which looks at Fiat versus non-Fiat, that was actually produced with with this particular rig for its sound as a trial. So you can let me know how that sounds. I think I probably had it set slightly too high, because the first part of that video there's a little too much peaking, and I think the next one I'll turn it down a little bit and test that. But all in all, I'm very happy with that. And it's quite flexible as well, because it means that you can have a variety of different microphones. And there's another microphone made by Rode which I can use and plug in here if I want to, which I might very well try out. And it also, you can actually have an adapter which takes this 3-pin and converts it into the 2-pin that plugs into a mirrorless SLR or regular SLR camera, and then you can mount this either on a tripod or actually on a hot shoe of an SLR camera, and it'll give you very, very much more improved sound quality on your video movies that you take with a regular SLR camera if you don't use a smartphone. So hopefully that's given you some ideas and shown you a bit of an insight about what I do to set up the sound on my YouTube videos. Thanks very much for watching. Please like and subscribe. Just a little aside, if you get to the end of this video, this is the Voice Record Pro app, which is free on the App Store. And this is the one that's been recommended to me for recording with the XLR mic, and it seems to be pretty good from the testing that I've done so far with the program. So it's free to download. Why don't you give it a try if you upgrade your mic the same as I have.